Welcome. In this video, we will show you how to set up your palletizing robot, ensure it is fully operational, and get it running in 3 minutes.
There are two categories of configuration that need to be set up correctly. The first involves the robot and pallet dimensions, and the second involves the carton dimensions and their respective patterns.
To begin, navigate from the main page to the base configuration screen. Here, you will configure your conveyor lines. First, select the relevant setting for your incoming materials. You can choose a single or double line configuration. For this setup, we will select the single line option. Next, you need to establish the direction of the cartons on the conveyor. Using the drop-down menu, set the orientation to either vertical or landscape to match your physical setup. Moving on to the tool data section, you must input the physical dimensions of the robot's end-of-arm tool. You can obtain these measurements manually using a ruler or by referencing your CAD files to enter precise length, width, height, and weight. Once the tool data is entered, proceed to the robot configuration. First, you will need to set the robot's origin coordinates. This determines the exact spatial relationship between the robot and your conveyor system. You will define the X, Y, and Z axes by measuring the distance from the conveyor platform to the robot's center point. Please note the coordinate system orientation displayed on the screen. If your physical layout shifts in the opposite direction of the positive axis shown, you must input a negative value to ensure precise directional adjustment. After setting the conveyor relationship, the next step is to define the pallet dimensions and positioning. This critical step ensures the system accurately understands a pallet's exact placement within the designated work area. Just like the previous step, you will define the pallet's origin position relative to the robot center. Input the X and Y coordinates to map its location on the floor, again using negative values if the position falls outside the positive directional axis. Finally, verify the Z coordinate for accurate vertical alignment. The system will now use these coordinates for precise, automated movement. Once all configurations are complete, you can return to the main start page. Now, we will return to the main start page. From here, we need to configure the pallet settings. This section is where you will define the exact carton dimensions, as well as a specific stacking pattern you intend to use for the palletizing process. Let's proceed to the next screen. On this page, the interface displays the basic configuration details and a visual layout of your currently selected recipe. To modify these settings, simply tap the Recipe Name button at the bottom right. Within this menu, you have the option to load a previously saved recipe, or you can create a completely new one. For this demonstration, we will select an existing preset recipe from the drop-down list. After making your selection, the interface will load the specific data for that recipe, as indicated on the screen. Please allow a brief moment for the system to initialize the connection and apply the new configuration. This screen displays the fundamental parameters of your selected recipe. To modify these settings, simply press the Edit button located in the bottom right corner of the interface. The first configuration page requires you to define the exact pallet dimensions. The on-screen diagram illustrates the correct orientation. The pallet length corresponds to this axis, while the pallet width corresponds to the perpendicular axis. Simply enter your specific pallet dimensions into the respective input fields, and then press Next. On this screen, you will configure the precise physical dimensions of your carton or product. Measure your carton and enter the values into the designated text boxes. For this demonstration, the length is 260 millimeters, the width is 200, the height is 145, and the total weight is 5 kilograms. Once verified, Proceed to the next page to set up the pallet layers. This next screen allows you to configure your specific palletizing patterns. The system is highly customizable, enabling you to set up as many unique patterns as your operation requires. Use the Add button to create a new pattern layer, or the Delete button to remove any unwanted configurations. To begin setting up a pattern, you must first define the total number of cartons to be placed within that specific layer. For this setup, we will configure a pattern containing 12 individual cartons. The interface is designed for ease of use. By entering 12 into the layer count, the system automatically generates 12 visual carton blocks on the grid. This allows you to visually map and configure their individual positions. To adjust a specific carton, simply tap its block on the screen. From here, you can drag and drop it into your desired position. For even greater precision, you can manually fine-tune its exact placement by importing the X and Y coordinates directly into the fields provided. Once the entire layer pattern is configured to your specifications, press Next to continue. On this final configuration page, you will define the total number of layers for your pallet. For each individual layer, you can assign the specific stacking pattern you created in the previous step. You can add as many layers as your operation requires, keeping in mind the physical height limitations of your robotic arm, and you can easily delete any unnecessary layers. For this demonstration, we are setting up a standard 2-layer palletizing configuration and assigning the pattern to both layers. Once you are satisfied with your layer configuration, press the Save button and confirm your changes to store the recipe in the system. We have now successfully completed the pattern setup for the left pallet station. If your operation utilizes a dual pallet setup, you can configure the right pallet station using this exact same process, or you can simply load a pre-saved recipe from the drop-down menu. Return to the main start page. Your robotic system is now fully configured and ready to begin palletizing. Now that we have successfully completed all the necessary configuration steps, your automated system is ready for operation. Simply press the central Start button to allow the robotic arm to return to its default initialized position. Once the robot is primed, you can engage the specific pallet you wish to load by pressing the designated Start button. In this case, for the right side pallet, with the system activated, you will see the robotic arm begin the automated palletizing process, utilizing precise product dimensions and stacking pattern configuration we established in the earlier steps. Note that the robot operates efficiently and seamlessly, handling each unit with precision. As a safety precaution, it is highly recommended to maintain a clear distance from the designated operational zone while the robotic arm is in motion. Thank you for watching this demonstration. As you can see, configuring this palletizing machine is a quick, intuitive, and highly straightforward process. We hope this video highlighted just how easy you can integrate this robotic system into your workflow and have it fully operational in a matter of minutes.